everybody, it's hobbitsizz, and welcome to the lore video. In today's video, I'm going to be playing once again one of my favorite decks, probably actually my favorite deck so far. So it's a deck that I've made a couple guides on before the Shurima expansion came out, and it's something that I played so many games with this. I honestly love this deck concept. It's SWAIN SEJUANI. Fantastic deck. Highly recommend you check it out. It got a little bit of an upgrade with the Shurima package, mostly in the all the new things that Freljord got, all those new fancy tools. And I think it's better, and it's still a lot of fun to play. And honestly, unless you're against TLC, it's pretty competitive. So let's take a look at it. So for SWAIN SEJUANI, the main component is control and late game Leviathan plus either SWAIN or SEJUANI, preferably both. So your basic goal is to survive the early game, killing off their stuff, using AoE spells, etc. And then you're going to get out your SWAIN or your SEJUANI with Leviathan, because Leviathan will obviously proc SWAIN because it's made to go at SWAIN, right? So Leviathan hits the Nexus 3 times, start the round, and upgrade SWAIN will stun 3 times. And also, if you have SEJUANI leveled up, then it will also frostbite everything on that round start. SWAIN is very easy to level up in this deck with things like Bladed Ravine. So if you play Bladed Ravine on an empty board, SWAIN gets +4 to his level up because it does 2 damage to each Nexus. If there's 2 units on the board when you play this, he gets 8 to his level up. So it's really easy to level up SWAIN in this deck. We also have, of course, 4 Ravenous Flocks, which help with that, and 3 Ice Shards. Very similar thing, but Bladed Ravine, just slightly weaker. Are about half as strong, I suppose. So they're AoE control tools. We were running a 1-of of Death Lotus, more AoE control tools. 3 Kindly Tavern Keepers to stop burn and things like that to heal ourselves up, because we do have some self-harm in here as well. And a big portion of this deck actually comes in the form of Wolf Rider. Wolf Rider plunders get you an empty mana gem. So Wolf Rider is really cool. Because if you play, you have a lot of things to activate Plunder. We got Death's Hand, we got Ice Shards, and we got Bladed Ravines. If, we play one of those and then play Wolf Rider afterwards, we then get an extra mana gem, and hopefully we can play Leviathan on turn 7, which is really strong and really hard for people to deal with. On top of that note, this deck is pretty decent at not running out of steam. It won't have crazy card draw. You won't have a handful of 8, 9 cards the entire time. But you can usually have a couple options in your hand consistently. This is because we have 2 Everosant Sentries, so this provides you a little bit of early game and also card draw. And we're running a full set of Babbling Berch, because Babbling Berch draws us SEJUANI and draws us Leviathan. In addition to that, Leviathan will also draw you SWAIN, so there's another draw engine there. So the reason we have 2 SEJUANI, so I played, like I said, I played a lot of this deck. So I have multiple YouTube videos. I'll actually link them in the description if you want to go check out my other YouTube videos on the past version of this deck. Boom, they're down there. But I've played a lot of this deck. And 3 SEJUANIs is a little too bricky, right? Because you can have a SWAIN, SEJUANI, Leviathan. You just have too many late game cards, especially with champions being really big, right? Because they turn into spells, so you can't have multiple of them. I can't play multiple SEJUANIs, right? So it's kind of a weird thing with that. And I found that 2 SEJUANIs also helps with Babbling Berch, because most of the time you want Babbling Berch to draw you Leviathan, because Leviathan is how you win the game. There's very few games where I win without actually using Leviathan. So in some cases, we want SEJUANI, but in most cases, if we don't have a Leviathan, we want Leviathan. So if we have this ratio of 3 to 2, we are more likely to draw a Leviathan when we need to. And I think the 1-off of another champion in this deck is actually a benefit to it, as it provides a stronger early game unit in general, as the champions are all just stronger units. So Lysandra, she is just a stronger... I had Draven in the slot, I had Riven in the slot before, but Lysandra fits the slot very well. When she levels up, which she can level up in this deck due to if we summon 2 Leviathans, doesn't happen too often, but it could. But anyway, she's a 3-mana, 2/3, that gets you a Frozen Thrall. Frozen Thrall can potentially, if this game goes on long enough, can potentially be helpful as well. And she's another thing that people generally feel like they have to remove, and they get more removal wasted on Lysandra instead of saving it for things like SWAIN or Leviathan, which are much more important. So that's the overall deck. I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to play some games. Alright, we are going against a Garen Jarvan deck. So definitely an elite, heavy elite deck. I don't know how much help Ice Shard will be. This can get rid of the elite buff card. So we'll probably keep that. Probably get rid of this. And Troll Chant be good because he's all combat based. Not bad. I'll tell you, I don't mind seeing a Rose Sentry my starting hand. Okay. He is going full mid-rangey. Got his full aggro, I should say, with his 1 mana 2/2. I got it, 2 mana 2/1. Alright. Battlesmith is definitely the card we want to kill. Yeah, block it. I dare you. Ha! You didn't. Alright. Probably should have saved the Death's Hand to do that so he doesn't get a buff. So, a little bit of a misplay on my end. We will just kill that now, though. There we go. Ooh, he had Cythria too, so I'm glad we did kill that when we did. We'll just trade with this, take out a unit. Draw a Caretaker's not bad, or Tavern Keeper, not bad. Alright, with our 4 mana, we have a SEJUANI, so this will... Burke will probably draw us something good. But I'm going to play Tavern Keeper because I want the 2 mana. It's not that bad. I want 2 mana for Troll Chant, so I'd ideally like to play SWAIN and have a chant for backup. Yeah, we can still SWAIN here. We got Ravenous Flocks for days. That's fine. So we can go like this. We can go like this too. Give SWAIN a little bit extra help. We do take some damage, but like I said, we have Flock. And Ice Shard. That's going to be really nice. At first, I definitely will do this. So this does use all my mana, unfortunately, so single combat will definitely be something to watch out for. Not that I can do much about it, but it seems like he's going very unit heavy. So the fact that I can do this and get a decent trade on him, like that, is definitely something that I want. Troll Chant, super nice. Love to see it. Very good against elites. Ravenous Flocks to kill this 5/1. Okay, so he has 2nd Cythria. That is a slight problem for him because I do have an Ice Shard. So then his Swiftling Lancer goes away. And my SWAIN is leveled up. So not really sure if that was the best play on his part. Because if he just attacked with Cythria, I couldn't Ice Shard his dude because Cythria would give it bonus attack. Now I could. Alright. Alright. What you going for, bud? What you trying for? He doesn't know. He has no idea. Is that what you're going for? Is that what you want? No? Is that what you want? Alright. So his stuff is all a fearsome. I don't need to bother with Cythria. I don't care enough about her. I could let... I think I want to let SEJUANI live. So I go like this. SEJUANI will live, and then I can kill both those with Ravenous Flocks. And I can get a SWAIN, which will kill this next turn as well. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Well, I guess we can just Flock right now. Then we get that. Sounds good. Boom! Double Flock. Flock is a very good card. Very good card. They should thank you. Nice. Nice. Alright, so he has a 5/4. Now a 3/3. Ravenous Flock that as well. Summon Burke here. Get ourselves a Leviathan. He's summoning another Cythria. Play another one. Get another Leviathan. Honored Lord. I'm just going to attack with both of these. If he wants to trade Cytherea, that's fine. And if he trades that, I have the Flock for next turn. It's also fine. We have Flock plus Leviathan next turn. And this is his last Cytherea as well. He could have Jarvan in hand, which would be very scary for an open attack. But we can... The issue I'm having, the little conundrum, is that if he has Jarvan, I just lose, right? Because if he has Jarvan, right, I summon Leviathan. He attacks. He has 4 units. Cytherea buffs the 2/2. But either way, if he has Jarvan, I lose, right? Because if I Raven his Flock now, I kill his Cytherea. His turn, he then attacks. Oh no, he doesn't then, right? Because his attack would drag. Yep, you're right. I'm right. The best course of... This is the better course of action. Killing Cytherea first. To stop the Sith... Because this attack will go through, but that's fine. Okay. No Jarvan. Great. Leviathan. Sure. Fine with me. I have another Swain in my hand. 2 more, actually. A-okay with that, you elite person. You elitist. And, I mean, we could double Leviathan, but... I think Swain is solid here. Because it stuns next turn, so he has to do something about that. Double Leviathan will just pour on more and more damage, but... With enough units, he could definitely overwhelm that. That's fine. I mean, I can just attack with... Is there a reason to not attack with Leviathan? I mean, the reason is that I don't have to. I stun his 3 units next turn. I can just wait, honestly. Playing Swain is a game of patience. If you have Swain Leviathan on the board, you can just wait. Your opponent's got to do something about it. I don't have to attack with Leviathan. What if he has a riposte in hand? Leviathan dies. That would be silly. Alright, I guess he knew, like, riposte sharp sight. But either way. Silly to do that for nothing.
Face me, coward.
Much rather just wait. Maybe he might have, like, a Cataclysm. Okay, Concerted Strike. That is fine. We can get rid of the Cytherea the Bold if he doesn't have like a sharp sight or something like that. Some kind of buff in hand. He's emoting a lot. Alright, there we go. So, when faced with the overwhelming power of Swain, the opponent did not know what to do. Alright, we are going to go against Zoe Victor Acel deck. So, Culling Strike's really good against Zoe. We'll get rid of the SEJUANI, get rid of the Tavern Keeper. We'll try to keep in our earlier Zoe removal. Double culling. So, one of the biggest issues with the Zoe deck and playing against it with this is that they have Equinox, and they have, with Invoke cards, they have things that can easily kill and stop my Leviathan, right? So, I have to be able to play around them having Equinox and the card that will kill my Leviathan. It's very, very important that my Leviathan is standing and is able to put on pressure. I mean, Ice Shard seems real good here. He could definitely have a Pale Cascade. He only has to save one of them, though. Perfect. Get out of here. If he has second Zoe in hand, alright. He could. It's a possibility. Oh no! We just drew into a Wolf Rider. Oh. Oh, that would have been so good to have before. I guess I can just Culling Strike the Victor. Shouldn't have anything to be able to stop that. Boom! Answers for days, dude. Answers for days. Now, with 5 mana, we do have enough mana to Death's Hand and Wolf Rider. So we do have enough mana to do this. Also, I like playing this deck because it's really good at killing Zoe. And if there's one thing I like in a deck, it's being able to kill Zoe. Alright, Wolf Rider. We got our extra mana. Our Leviathan will pop out a turn sooner. Very, very good. Very important. Turn 7 Leviathan. Not a bad thing. Yeah, I'll attack into this. That's fine. I don't get a SEJUANI proc, but attacking into that does give SWAIN an open board, which is pretty nice. By my hand, the Noxus rise. Sunburst. Alright. Didn't see it coming. I didn't think this deck runs Sunburst, but alright, you got me. But can you stop a Leviathan? I hope he did not play an Equinox. Alright, good. No Equinox. Oh, that's fine. It's definitely still Leviathan next turn. I'm not even sure what card he played that made me want to not play Leviathan. It draws me a SWAIN. So he's looking for the card. He took that really fast. He definitely has a way to kill Leviathan. He also has Zoe. Blade Ring's looking real nice. Nice. I mean, I feel like it's just SWAIN, right? He doesn't have anything to block this. He can kill the ship, but he has, with the 6 mana card, he invoked. Smart. Very smart. Getting rid of SWAIN. Blade of Ravine isn't terrible. I can also Babbling to draw like a SEJUANI. Well, Blade Ravine only gets rid of like small units that I don't really care about, right? It doesn't really get rid of Zoe. I can Babbling to get slightly more pressure just with another unit and drawing me another SEJUANI. And we can attack like this. Hush. He could Hush this just to stop the overwhelm damage. Mystic Shot? Alright. That's fine. We do 3 damage, which is pretty nice. SEJUANI's level starts. SWAIN is now leveled, and SEJUANI gets more points to her level up. And I'm killing Zoe. So, getting ready for Spell Shield and then Culling Striking her. This is to... I just really want to prevent her from the ability to Equinox. Like I said, Equinox sucks. So if she can't Equinox, I mean, it's just good. Right? Like, if he wants to pass at 9 mana, I have the advantageous board state. I'll take that pass. He is now looking pretty hurt. I really don't mind SEJUANI here. Do I want to give him the chance to play back, though? I don't think I do. I think I can just open attack. And we win. And it's as easy as that. So there we go. So we didn't get to see Lysandra in those, but you saw my favorite deck right now in action. From the new expansion that's coming out in 2 days. Super, super hyped. I don't really see any cards that really help out this deck, so I think for right now, this is what I think is the best version of this deck to date. If more cards come out, I think that some of the numbers might be able to be tweaked. I will say for the meta, I think this is the best version of the deck to date. I think some of the numbers can definitely be tweaked a little bit. But yeah, no really new cards to add. I think this is a pretty solid setup. Unless you guys can think of any new cards from the new expansion that would help this. It's also, speaking of the new expansion, light up, my eyes glowing. Wow. Not actually glowing. I'm not going to edit that. I have a list of a lot of decks I'm going to put up. I got... So I'll give you like a quick rundown, right? We got Kahiri, we got Mono Shurima, Mono Fiora, Malphite, Yasuo, Leona, and Malphite, Leona, We're going to do a lot of, I got like Zillion Swain, Zillion Go Hard. I have a lot of deck concepts. So if any of those that I just rattled off sound good to you, or, you know, any new stuff you want to see for the expansion regarding like new champions or stuff like that, make sure you tune into my channel. From Wednesday onward, I will be posting videos daily for a good while after the new expansion drops. So stay tuned for that, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace!